What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. We've got a huge story that has just broke within the last few hours about the Galaxy S21, S21 Plus, and S21 Ultra. Android police / Max Weinbach have leaked this information, and it's more or less every single spec and possibly almost every feature as well that these phones will have. So let's dive right into it right now. So I'm gonna jump around a little bit, but here we go. So with the Galaxy S21, S21 Plus, and S21 Ultra, these are basically the full specs. I don't see any RAM amounts yet, but I would assume you're probably gonna see 12 gigabytes of RAM across the board, probably 16 as much on the Ultra, but that hasn't been in the cards just yet. But anyways, you can see 6.2, 6.7, 6.8. The big differences with the displays is that the S21 Ultra has a adaptive 120 hertz display, and the other ones have LTPS versus LTPO. The rumor is S21 Ultra will be able to do WQHD Plus at 120 hertz. The Plus and the regular 21 will not be able to do that, it looks like. Software 1.3, software One UI 3.1 across the board and Android 11. CPU, you're either going to get a Snapdragon 875 or an Exynos 2100, depending upon where you live. Battery sizes 4,000, 4,800, and 5,000, exactly what we've heard. The cameras are going to be basically for the S21 and S21 Plus, very similar camera setups to what we got with the S20 phones. They probably will end up having the same cameras as the S20 phones. The S21 Ultra will have more updated cameras. The ultra wide is 12 megapixel. The main camera is 108 megapixel, but it's a Generation 2 sensor. 3x optical and 10x optical on there. Connectivity, you're looking at 5G, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1, again, across the board. The only difference is S21 Ultra is gonna have Wi-Fi 6E, which is a newer standard for Wi-Fi. Colors, and we're gonna dive into the colors and the cameras, like some more details after this, but basically the colors you can see right there. You get more colors with the regular S21, and then as the phones get better, as the S21 Plus, you only see 3 colors, and then S21 Ultra is only gonna come in 2 colors. And to continue on with a little bit of deep diving into some of these specs, you're going to see that according to their sources at Android Police, they're saying that the base model will feature a plastic rear cover, and that the S21 Ultra will have a glass rear cover. S21 Plus, they're not sure. They're saying that the source is claiming that Samsung has been pretty happy with the consumer's level of happiness with plastics. The S21 Plus might be plastic, might be glass. They're not totally sure just yet. Also, you're looking at the S21 Ultra will max out at 1600 nits of brightness. By comparison, the S20 Ultra was 1400, so it's going to be 200 nits brighter than the S20 Ultra. Also, the contrast has been improved with the S21 Ultra, 3 million to 1 versus 2 million to 1 on the S20, so improved contrast. S21 Ultra will offer S Pen support, and the way they're going to do that is the stylus will not be included in the box. Instead, Samsung is planning to sell cases that will store the S Pen outside the body of the phone. So you'll be able to buy a case and an S Pen, and you'll be able to put it into the case and still have that so that you can use it. Diving into the cameras a little bit more, all of the cameras that you get on this phone, I don't know if it's just the Ultra or all the models, but basically we'll just say the Ultra, for instance. The Ultra, all of the cameras on there will now support 4K 60. So if you do ultra wide, you'll be able to do 4K 60 on there. Samsung's super steady stabilization will also be getting 60 frames per second. Samsung's cameras will also automatically be able to switch between 30 frames and 60 frames depending upon the lighting conditions, just like the Google Pixel could. And I guess that's something that you could do on the Pixel. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, I guess it's something you could do, and most people probably won't even use it anyway, as they point out in this article. They've also added 8K 30 frames per second, and I know a lot of this stuff we've already spoken about, but it looks like it's being confirmed in this article, versus 8K 24 before on the S20 and Note 20 series. Also, you'll be able to do dual recording mode, which allows you to record out of the front and rear cameras at the same time, and it will allow you to view these videos side by side, picture in picture, or saved as two separate files. And Samsung also will be improving night mode with more manual controls. It'll improve moon mode, so you can get better moon photos, and that's already been included in One UI 3.0. And also EIS to make sure its frames are better when you take a photo. And then a little bit more about the colors of the phone. The Phantom Black colorway has a black frame and camera bump, while the Phantom Violet and Phantom Black colorways have a copper body. So there's a little bit more. And then also sources are talking about the Phantom White has a subtle blue tint with a bronze bezel. So a little bit more deep diving into those colors. So an absolute humongous leak by Android Police. I'll link the article down below. I definitely advise you to go click on that link down below and reading the full article to not only catch something I may have forgotten in the story, or just maybe you want to get some more in-depth information on it. But that is the full amount of that leak in terms of the body of it, and that's pretty wild. The specs are looking good on the S21 Ultra. It's definitely look like a phone that, even if you have the Note phone, you might, wherever it is, you might want to upgrade from it, you know, if you want a faster, slightly faster phone, better cameras, different colors. There's some reasons to upgrade. S Pen support, if you still want S Pen, but maybe you just want the newest phone, you'll now be able to do that. So your question of the day is, what do you think of these full specs and features of the S21 line of phones? Let me know in the comments down below. I think they're looking really, really good. Some of the things, the improved 120 hertz at QHD plus resolution is going to be nice on the S21 Ultra. So again, it's looking like a solid little upgrade at the very least. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. See you down the road.